What's up, guys? It's the BMD Brickmarks Daily back again today. As always, I am super excited to be back. It's been a couple weeks since I've posted a video. I think it's been roughly 3 weeks. I went on a pretty long summer vacation, probably the only one of this summer, so hopefully I'll be able to get a whole bunch of videos out. Before we get into this mock, I wanted to share a couple details of the future of this channel. So I just ordered earlier today a bricks and pieces order from lego.com, and so hopefully soon I'm going to be making some sort of mock series where I make videos on each step of a build that I do, whether it's day by day or whether it's each time I get a haul of pieces or something like that. But I just wanted to throw that out there. Hopefully it's gonna happen. It's not really a surprise. It's not really, I don't want to hype it up too much just in case it doesn't happen, because the pieces I ordered weren't specific to this mock. They were just some good useful pieces that I probably will end up using on the build, but most likely it'll be a build of Erebor or the Lonely Mountain from The Hobbit. So far those videos on my channel have done moderately well. I've made quite a few different mocks of the exact same thing, and I think the most recent one got like 80 or 90 views. It's not really for views, it's kind of just because I want to make a super large scale one, really massive, really cool. So hopefully you'll see that soon. It'll probably be a couple weeks because it said online that it could take 20 days for my order to ship, and then free 4-day shipping. So it could be over 3 weeks until I actually get those parts. But let's get straight into this mock, and I've got some more mocks to share with you in the following days. So let's get straight into this build. So this build is basically a collection of scenes from the TV show on Netflix called DareDevil. I have just gotten into it a little bit, only seen about 4 episodes or so. So this is just a few scenes or basic main places that most scenes happen in the movie, or sorry, in the show. So let's get straight into this build. As you can see, it's kind of drab on the front. There's not much going on, kind of just like a New York apartment building, just a normal street building. There's a little police sign here. Maybe crime scene happened along a little bit further down the street. There's a little electronics door open over here that you can go inside, down to the parking garage, which up here you can see the kind of clearance sign showing how big your car can be to fit inside there. And then if we follow on to this side, there's a little dude painting or washing the side of the building or the windows on the fire escape right here. And then there's a large antenna going up to the top of the building. It's probably pretty hard to see. I'll move the camera up when I'm looking at the top of the building, because there's quite a bit going on that I want you guys to see up there. And as we go to the back of the building, you can see there's 3 different floors, and then this side of the building is all opened up to allow a whole bunch of light and access onto this mock. But down at the bottom here, you can see there's a couple parking spaces and a couple thugs standing around in the parking garage, maybe waiting for DareDevil to come out so they can beat him up. Over on this side, there is a little, just a little soda machine. I'm going to try to pull that out and show you. Just a tiny little mock with a couple cans inside. I know you can't see it, but I did put the Coke or the soda can printed 1x1 tile on top of there, just for a little added detail, even though you can't see it. On the second floor of this mock, you can see the apartment building, his home. That's DareDevil right there. I'll show you some of the figs at the end of this video as well, so you can see a couple different parts that I used, and if you want to make your own. He's just got a little table over on this side, and then he's got a couple couches, rug, little TV. He's got a radiator there in the background and a little painting on his wall. Now on this third floor, which is the highest floor of the building, it's the little office building for his friends, I guess his lawyer friend and their secretary. I'm not exactly sure of all the names because it has been a little while since I watched DareDevil and I built this mock. But there's just a couple details in there, a couple coffee mugs on the side, couple tables and chairs, little computer screen. not much going on in there. I really like how, though, I added specific colors for each floor. As you can see, mostly on this post, there's gray, and then there's this dark reddish color, and then there's this white color on the side. Really like how that came together. I'm a little bit blown away that I had quite this many light gray pieces to build this whole mock. But let's get straight into the top view and then into the figs. Alright, so up top here on the building is this satellite dish, and top of that antenna tower that I said earlier. There's this little guardrail back here. I'm not exactly sure why I put that in. Maybe to kind of emphasize that it's a little bit difficult to fall off or get knocked off the tower, or something like that. Just cool aesthetic. Not exactly sure what that was supposed to be, but I kind of like it. So over here on this side, there's a little water tower, and then a little air conditioner right here behind it for the building. On this side, there's just another antenna with a little bit of greebling on top of the building. Here's Daredevil with his 2 weapons, and then over here is a thug that must have gotten knocked out. And then in the water tower, actually, there's another thug who looks like he got stuck inside there. Not sure what happened there, but I thought that was a nice little detail. So now that I've shown you the whole mock, let's get straight into the figures, and then I'll wrap up this video. Alright, here are the main figures that I wanted to show you from this build. I didn't include any of the thugs because they're just random dudes, or the painter window washer. They're just random figures to go along with this build. They don't have names or anything. But here we have the 2 versions of Daredevil, his lawyer friend, and their secretary. I apologize again for not knowing the names. I'll hold them up to the camera, kind of tell you a little bit about them, and then probably put their picture on the side. So this is, of course, his secretary. What I most like about this figure, or what I used for this figure, was the long straight hairpiece. I thought that worked really, really well for that figure. Then next here we have the his lawyer friend. I really like his hairpiece as well, and that suit jacket that I used for him. Not totally on board with the face, but I thought that worked pretty well for that figure. Then next we have, of course, Daredevil himself in the flesh. I really like the piece I used for his head with those dark glasses. I'm not on board, like completely on board with that head though, because it does have his little antenna sticking out. That's from an old Agents set. And I also like the suit that I put on him, nice full black suit. Then we have the Daredevil in his superhero costume. I really like the weapons I used, the crowbars. It was a little bit difficult to hide the hooks, but I think I did that pretty well. And then the face, I really like that as well. It's a little bit cheesy because it's from Spider-Man, so he's chewing on gum there, but I really like how that went together with that hair piece, or that bandana piece on his head, and then that Spider-Man head. And then for his body, I just used the normal Praetorian Guard from the Praetorian Guard Battle Pack that I believe came out in 2019. Not totally sure about that one. But there's for the figures of this set. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This is BMD.